get it. There's one thing though about Tony Blain I think is very interesting, and one thing that I like about him is that he's a proponent of term limits. And I'd be interested in your thoughts on term limits in Poway. How would that be a good thing?
Yeah, I think term limits are definitely a good thing. Especially, I know I'm beating a dead horse here by coming back to like the information desert, but when you have kind of low information about elections, people tend to gravitate towards the incumbents, right? The names that they've seen before. And if they've seen a name, constantly, coming up on social media or on, in the chieftain or wherever, because that is their, elected representatives, they're just going to gravitate towards voting for that person again. And so, you kind of have a danger of locking in incumbents for a very long time, unless they decide that they want to go spend time with their business, their political consulting business, right? And so, yeah, a term limit would help create some turnover there, and it kind of forces people to be deliberate about their time in office and say, okay, if my term limit is two terms or 3 terms, whatever it wants to be, I got to work with others. I got to get done what I want to get done here. And I can't just start to relax and get complacent and just assume that I'm going to keep getting reelected over and over easily. Right.
Yeah. Usually incumbents win like 90% or more of the time, right?
I don't have the exact numbers on that, but I would not be surprised.
Yeah. Especially as districts are gerrymandered and, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a proponent for it as well. And it's kind of consistent with what our founding fathers thought of is you serve your time and you go back home and then you kind of go back to your family and work in your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tony did start trying to get that petition out there so he could get term limits on the ballot. While he was running, I think, his campaign, he tried to get signatures put together. Then he, was deployed for a while as a reservist. It's kind of question in there, about like, should he have planned that differently? And the timing of that, should that have been better and worked out better? But, if he's on city council and he decides that that's another, an issue that he wants to continue to drive forward, I think you probably get a lot of support from residents out there.
You know what I appreciate about you, Amit, is that your responses are so measured, and just very calm, rational, civil. You're not throwing bombs.
Sure.
We're just talking about the issues. And I love that.
Sure. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's a good thing, isn't it? Just to have a kind of a nice conversation. Hey, just a shout out to the audience. I just want to let you all know that you're welcome to join us in this conversation. So if you got a question or a comment for Amit, for myself, if you just want to blow some steam and you want to share your thoughts on the election here in Poway, just type it in the live chat on Facebook, on YouTube, or on X. And we've already got a couple of people